Before beginning part B, along the entire graph, you want to draw a bunch of short segments which are tangent to the graph and look at their slopes. So what I've done here, and what I was looking for you to do, is to draw a whole bunch of little line segments and then to evaluate their slopes. So you can see here that this slope we said was -9, -8, -7, -6, -5. Down here we have a slope of 0, slope of 1, slope of 2.5, slope of 1 again, slope of 0, slope of -1 again, slope of 1 again, slope of 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, it's just ballparking it. It's not perfect, but you get a general idea of the rise over run. And we're going to use these little slopes and to work on part B. So part B, number 6, says, on what intervals are the slopes of the segments negative? All right. So if we go back here, we have some negative slopes here and also here. So basically the slopes are negative before -5.5, and then between 0 and 4.25. All right. So from -infinity to -5.5, and also from 0 to 4.25. Number 7 says the opposite. On what intervals are the slopes of the segments positive? Well, the positive slopes are here and here. All right. So from -5.5 to 0, and also from 4.25 onward. So we'll say from -5.5 to 0, and also from 4.25 and afterwards. And number 8, the last problem of the page, says, on what points does the slope of the segments change from negative to positive? All right. And what must the slope be at this point, and why? And what does the graph look like there? Okay, well, the slopes of the segments change from negative to positive. Basically, when we change from negative, at that point, -5.5 was negative, and then it was positive. And then again at 0 was positive, and then became negative. And then 4.25 was negative and became positive. So x equals -5.5, 0, and 4.25. What must the slope be at this point? Slope must be 0. All right. Why? Well, the reason why is because the only way you can get from a negative to a positive is to cross over the only number that is neither negative nor positive, which is 0. We can't get from a negative to a positive without hitting 0. We hit 0 here, and here, and here, and in each case we change from negative to positive or vice versa. All right, so why? Because 0 is between negative and positive numbers. Right. And finally, what does the graph look like there? Well, we have the bottom of the valley, top of the hill, and then bottom of the valley again. Those are the 3 spots. So we'll just write that down. Top of the hill, very mathematical here, or bottom of the valley. We'll come into something a little more prestigious as far as terms are concerned.